Hello, hello, it's Tash and Ro.
Welcome to, or welcome back to, It's Saturday, your personal self-care pod where you can escape the work week and unwind with your two besties.
No matter what day of the week it is, but for us,
it's Saturday. Oh my gosh, we're back. Episode 3. Let's go.
Episode 3, we have officially launched.
Oh my god.
And we're excited.
The launch was amazing, guys. Our Saturdays really showed up.
Dude, I'm literally so thankful for anyone that reached out to, even before we launched.
Yes.
Just reached out to say they're excited, and then to have people actually listen and give us positive feedback. Like, it really meant so much to us. You have no idea.
We were really, really nervous because obviously we're putting ourselves out there and this is not by any means in our comfort zone. So the fact that people were so supportive and many of our like male friends even listened in, which
30% of our listeners are males.
I'm so happy. So our Saturdays are really showing up and we're really, really excited, and it makes this just that much more fun. So
exactly.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody.
So how have you been? I feel like it's been so long since we talked.
It's been a while. We both just got back yesterday into Ottawa. We've been jet setting, traveling, like we mentioned on our last pod. Ro was off to Boston. I went to Regina. So I don't know where we want to start first.
Let's start with yours. Because I'm dying to hear your family reunion. It also looked amazing.
Yeah, it was honestly so much fun, but it's had a rocky start. Like,
yes.
I'll let you guys know. Obviously, the airports have been just absolute trash lately, and I wish I was coming back with a positive review, but my way there was a bit hectic. Matt dropped me off. I left on Thursday and dropped me off like an hour and a bit before my flight. And I walk into the airport, and I shit you not, within 30 seconds of me walking in, my phone goes off and I get an email. 30 seconds.
Oh my God.
A minute. And it says, oh, your flight's been delayed from 6:30 to 8:30. So now you're not making your connecting flight. And now you're not getting to Regina until Friday at like 10 p.m. And I was supposed to arrive Thursday at like 8 p.m.
Oh my God. And like you had just been dropped off. So it's like.
Just been dropped off. I called Matt, like,
so frustrating.
And he's like, do I come back and get you? Like, what do we do? And I'm like, let me go talk to somebody and like try and like figure this out. And God bless Patricia.
We love you, Patricia.
We love you, Patricia. Shout out to you. This is now a Patricia pod.
This is a Patricia pod.
She was on the phone for a while just trying to get me on a quicker flight. So there was actually a flight that was also delayed, obviously. It was supposed to leave at 4. It wasn't leaving until 6:30. So I was able to get on that flight, which actually didn't leave until like 7:15. So that was late. Arrived in Pearson, like ran. I forget how big Pearson is every time.
Oh my God, it's huge.
The Ottawa
so
airport.
Big. It's so small. There's like 5 gates.
It really needs an upgrade. We're the capital city in this country, and we have a Tim Hortons, and that's about it.
Like one of those places you can buy those magazines, and that's about it.
Nothing cool. It's so small. Anyway, ran across Pearson, just made my flight to Regina. Got picked up by some of my cousins that I hadn't seen in so long.
That's so nice.
And I was kind of nervous because I didn't know, I hadn't seen some of these people in like 10 plus years.
Yep.
So like we're all adults now. Like some of them have families, they have their own kids. You know, I didn't know, are they going to be like lame? Are they going to be cool? Like I just really didn't know them. And like I enjoy, you know, drinking and partying, so I was like, am I going to be the only one drinking in this? Like,
and this is
weekend?
a vacation.
It's a vacation. Like I can't do it sober. I can't do it sober. And they didn't disappoint. I guess it's like
it runs in the genes.
I'm not gonna say my last name actually.
Yeah. But it runs in the genes.
It runs in the genes. Yeah. They showed up. And even like the next day, we all like were drinking the night we got there. So much excitement. The next morning, it's like 11 a.m. and my cousin like cracked open a beer at 11 a.m. And I was like, well, I'm not going to let you drink alone.
Yeah.
So here we go.
Yeah.
So it was so much fun. It was a good balance of like wholesome activities and then like adult fun time.
Yeah.
So it's so nice to reconnect with a lot of people. I think going forward, like I'm going to like keep those relationships now that kind of got a bit, you know, lost in the last couple of years. So
that's amazing. I'm so happy. No, that's so good. And like I got a lot of your snaps because we were obviously texting all the time while you're away.
Well, we were launching the pod while we were away.
Okay, so that was also crazy because we're launching this podcast and we're both out of town.
I'm in Regina, you're in Boston.
And I don't even have service or Wi-Fi. So I'm literally, as I'm walking down the street, like trying to connect to like random public Wi-Fis wherever I can. And that was crazy, but we were able to do it, and I think we did it pretty elegantly. Like we had
one hiccup.
we had one hiccup, but
normally Romina does the reels. Like the first 2 reels, Romina killed them. We have like our way of doing things right now. Like I'm doing some editing, she's doing the reels. Like we're both gonna learn how to do both, but for now, that's just where we're at.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I'm gonna do this final reel. The LCBO reel is all me. That's why it wasn't as good as the other ones.
it was so good. What do you say?
But so I'm trying to post this reel, and I've truly never posted a reel before. So I'm actually multitasking to a finest. I'm on the treadmill, like trying to get some like little workouts in. I have 2 of my baby second cousins in the gym with me as well, just like wanting to hang out. So I'm trying to talk to them, trying to post this reel. I click share. And I didn't know, I guess you're supposed to wait when you click share. Does that happen to you? Or does it?
Honestly, I don't think that's ever happened to me, because you were texting me saying, I keep clicking share, it's not working. Yeah. And then it was like posting every single one that you had.
Every panic click I did, which was about like 15 panic clicks.
We were like getting like, it was every time I would refresh our Instagram, it would be like 5 more reels. And then me and Tash were like frantically trying to delete like the older reels. And
yes, before anyone watched it or liked it or commented, because you don't want to lose those.
But honestly, like no one, first of all, reels are really, really difficult to make. And the whole system is really buggy. Yeah. It's not the best system. So let's work
photos. I guess that's why I stick to pictures.
Yes. It's really difficult. So honestly, like you did a great job for it being your first reels, because that shit's hard.
Panicking, we ended up launching right around 12 like we planned, and don't recommend launching anything when your partner is out of country, out of province, out of city. You should be in the same room at the same time. But we made it work.
We made it work. And people were really, really supportive, and everyone just seems to really like us and like the pod. That's very nice. It's very nice. Yeah. So it was a good launch. It was a good launch.
And how was your Boston trip?
Boston trip was really fun. So it was me and my mom. We didn't have any like crazy hiccups on our way there. Thank God.
That's good.
We went to Billy Bishop. So it's like the smaller airport in Toronto. And on the way there, honestly, it was smooth sailing. We had our nice like glass of wine, because Porter provides wine, which is really nice.
Did not.
Which was really nice.
I thought they did. And they're like, would you like something? I'm like, wine. Like, absolutely. Credit card. And I was like, shit. I'm like, well, I don't want to look poor, so I'm gonna buy this $10 glass.
So it was opposite on mine. Everyone was ordering wine and then pulling out their credit cards, and they're like, no, it's free, free. And I'm like, nice. God bless, this is amazing.
Wow.
So getting there was nice, and it was relaxing. Boston is in a heat wave right now, though. Oh. So every single day while we were there, it was like 40 plus.
Regina was the opposite. We were wearing sweaters and blankets by a fire at
night.
My
God.
It was like 8 degrees at night.
Guys, I literally did not pack for a heat wave. So I was like, I had pants, and I had even like, my mom was like, what the fuck did I pack? I packed like sweaters and jackets, because it said it was supposed to rain, but it was Cuba weather where it was like so hot. It would rain for like 10 minutes and then, so it was really hot. So honestly, like the weather was humid and hot, but the city itself, it was my first time in Boston. Have you ever been to Boston?
I went to Boston 10 years ago.
Okay.
And it's still one of my favorite cities.
It's gorgeous.
So much green. So much history.
God, so much history.
So much great architecture.
Yes, and such a clean city. Like they really do keep it clean.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
The landscaping was so nice. Beautiful. So my brother lives there, so he's doing his residency there. So we went mainly to go visit him. Yeah. But it was fun for him too, because he's also new to the city. He's only moved there for 2 months, so he was also just experiencing things for the first time. So that was really nice. So awesome. It was really, honestly, it was such a fun trip. But
did you go to Harvard?
Yes, we did. So I have a funny story about Harvard.
Okay.
So my brother's like, come, like we're gonna go tour Harvard and like MIT and all these places, and we're like, sure. So we were walking around. First of all, there's so many tourists in Harvard, like campus, that I did not expect to see like this many tourists. Like it was flooded with tourists, people taking selfies, people like taking pictures. A lot of people were buying like the merch, the Harvard merch, which is ridiculously expensive.
When I went to Boston 10 years ago,
oh my God,
I tried to buy it at like the store, and they're like, okay, do you have your student card? And I'm like, I actually don't go here.
I don't
really
go here.
Thought that I did. But I just really want this as a souvenir.
Yeah. So at one point we're going to the Harvard Library, because like that's like apparently one of like the sites to see, because it's it's beautiful. And there's a crowd of people outside. And I'm like, is this a line to get in? Like, how are we going to get in here? My brother's like, no. Like, most of these people are just tourists and they don't go here, but you have to have like your student ID to actually get in.
Student ID.
So we were like the VIPs of Harvard, and we were like, excuse me. And we're like going through the crowd. We get to the front and my brother like flashes his student ID to like the lady at the front desk. And he's like, can I bring my like mom and sister? And she's like, of course. And like, we literally were able to bypass all these people.
This time you want to get ID.
And I felt like the VIP of like Harvard Library. And we walked in, and honestly, I felt like it was Legally Blonde. Like, you remember that? Yes. So we were in like the area where she like studied, and I felt like, but also there was people actually studying. So we didn't want to be too disrespectful, like trying to take like pictures and stuff, but it was beautiful. It was so nice. So that was like really fun. And we went by the harbor and stuff. But one of my things that I wrote on our notes for today was, so we have this segment called I'm Sorry But.
Oh, yeah.
And we're like, so we're going to start with I'm sorry, but in the States, whenever you go to a restaurant or a bar, they take your credit card. So they don't bring like a little machine. They literally take your credit card, they bring it to the back, they swipe it, and then they bring you a piece of paper where you're supposed to write how much you're supposed to tip.
Yeah.
And it's so old school.
Yeah,
the method's so...
Joey Lansdowne like shut down. That's the system we were using. Like when we didn't have any internet, that's what we were doing.
So, so to be honest, like we got back and I get an email like on our flight back that my credit card had been hacked. It had been hacked and someone was using it and they had thankfully freeze the account. But
wasn't it like in Japan or something?
Yeah, it was. They were like, no, it was in the States, but I'm almost certain it was someone at one of these Boston places because like I'd never had this experience. And my brother said when he moved to Boston, like the same thing happened to him because like I feel like because they're always taking your credit card, like not just Boston but anywhere in the States, they're taking your credit card. Who knows what they're doing? They're probably taking a picture of it.
For a lot of money.
It was like $8,000.
Like, you know, if I was gonna fraud somebody, you know, I would probably tread lightly. Yeah. Like I wouldn't go for the full like $8,000 like Gucci bag. Like I would buy like the slides first for like a couple $100. You know, because you could like probably miss that on your statement, but
$8,000.
Maybe I don't know what you guys buy. Maybe you do.
No, I don't have that. I don't have that money. But yeah, so that was my little Boston trip. But it was really fun. It was a nice trip. But what were your I'm sorry buts? You have
I have a couple. Well, first is just like we actually talked about one. What's going on at the airports and why? And also like I'm sorry, but we have all these mask mandates in the airports. But I felt like the further out west I went, like it was just less and less.
So it's optional. People were just...
Well, it's not, but it
people
is. I was like confused. I was like, I got to like Regina and I was like, oh, I don't have to wear a mask here. Like, cool. I take my mask off. And then I'm starting to walk and then one of the security's like, put your mask on. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm sorry. Like half the people here aren't wearing a mask. I didn't think I had to, but I do. But half the people are walking around without them, half of them aren't. So I was like, okay, like I just don't know
what's going on.
What the right thing to do is. And same in Winnipeg as well. Like in Ottawa, everyone wears
masks. Yeah, I feel
it was like in Boston.
So in Boston, we took like the subway or the train, what they call it there, the T. And in the T, like a lot of people wear masks. We wore masks because you're like face to face with people, like it's packed. But in the restaurants and stuff, like or like when we were shopping, not that many people. I would say it's 50-50. Yeah, okay. It's definitely
That's pretty good for the States.
Yeah,
good,
yes, yeah. I've been to other places and they don't wear it at all. But I think it's because it's a university town. A lot of like people are in university and educated. True. Maybe that's why. I don't know, but
also I'm sorry, but like if I'm wearing my AirPods or like headphones.
Don't talk to me.
Don't talk to me.
Don't talk to me.
I feel like that's a universal symbol for like leave me the F alone.
Yeah. If I'm on a walk and I have my AirPods in and someone's like trying to get their attention, you're like, this better be important.
Whether I'm at like the airport or just walking Stark, and then I get like anxiety because I'm like a bit of a people pleaser. So when I'm walking, I feel like I have to turn off whatever I'm listening to because I'm scared of them talking to me.
And you're not hearing it.
I don't hear them and then think I'm rude. That's so Canadian of me.
Well, we also have dogs, so I feel like people are constantly talking to us. And so sometimes I'm like, okay, I'll be like the friendly neighbor. It's nice. But some days I really just...
It's Saturday podcast.
Yeah, I just want to listen and just chill and not talk to anybody. But
one man that spoke to me was on the plane on the way to Regina. He was gentleman who's really nice. He had 2 kids on his way back to Regina. They live there. And he was asking me, well, why are you going there? I'm like, I'm visiting family. And I was like, yeah. I'm like, what should we do there? Like, what are the cool things to see, like, in Regina? And he's like, we have
nothing.
he goes, we have really nice clouds.
What?
I'm like, the clouds?
You're like,
they're like particularly nice in Regina. I feel like they looked pretty regular to me. Like, I was looking for them, and they looked pretty average to me. And he had mentioned that all the crops were like in harvest, so like, I should go check out
the crops. Thank you so much, sir.
That's our new license plate.
Yeah.
Crops.
Come see us for our crops and our clouds.
And I was like, all right, I'm definitely putting my AirPods back in. Like,
oh my God. When you're sitting next to someone on the plane, you're like, oh, I just don't want to talk to you.
I did want to talk to someone on one flight though.
Was he hot?
No. I love that you thought that. No, because it was actually a mother and her son.
Aww.
And you know how some people have dogs on planes?
Yes.
Like, guess what pet they had?
What?
They had a fucking bird.
What?
They had a bird.
No, like a parrot, or
it was like a parakeet kind of bird, like smaller than a parrot.
And it was just in a cage on its their lap.
It was in a knapsack, and the knapsack was like transparent, so you could like see it, and it had like sticks in there, and it was just sitting on there, and it was like. like normally have like a baby beside you, but this is like a bird like squawking.
And were you like, are you going to the zoo? Like, why do you have this?
No, I was like the one talking at this point. I took out my AirPods.
You're like, hi, and I have so many questions for the pod.
Literally. So the bird's name was Coco, first of all. Parakeet. He's traveled a bit, but he gets really stressed, and he like bit off part of his feathers on his tail from the last flight because he was so stressed. He was supposed to have a long, beautiful tail, and he had bitten off like parts of his tail because he obviously just doesn't like flying. I'm sure birds like to fly themselves, but maybe not on a plane. Like, I don't know. But yeah, they were like just going back to Regina. They're from like Toronto or something. They were visiting Toronto, so they're going back to Regina, bringing their bird with them. But I've seen dogs, seen babies.
Yeah.
I'd never seen a bird before.
I thought it was just gonna be one of those support animals. You know how people bring like emotional support peacocks apparently on flights? Yeah. That's ridiculous.
But I thought that was really crazy.
Oh my God, that is crazy.
Yeah.
One of the females that was sitting beside me and my mom, like on the other side, it was her first time flying, and she was pretty, like, not old, like, but she was in her 30s.
It was her first time flying.
It was her first time flying ever.
Weird to do.
And she was by herself, and so my mom is really like motherly. She like noticed that she was like shaking and stuff, and my mom like held her hand during the flight and was like trying to calm her down, and was like, it's okay, and it was honestly like, it warmed my heart. It was so cute.
That is so freaking sweet. I love your mom. I hope I get to see her soon.
We'll have her on the pod.
Yeah. Oh my God.
She would be funny. She listened to the first episode and she's like, oh my God, you guys are amazing. I didn't understand a lot of it, but it was really good. She's like, honestly, she's like, I was trying to follow along. You guys talk really fast. She's like, I don't understand. I'm like, okay, thanks, Mom. I'll talk slower.
Like, yeah. It's just on YouTube. She can slow down the audio.
Yes. Oh my God.
Okay. Also, something I want to say I'm sorry about just from today is I'm sorry, but what the heck is going on with Homesense prices? I know it's just the way the economy is right now, but...
Okay, what did you go buy?
Well, I go with my friend Haley a lot because she owns a staging company. Shout out to Stage Ottawa. If you're on stage, go see Haley and me. We will make your house look amazing. But so we go quite often, and well, today I went for myself with her, but like a vase, like a freaking like white plain vase is like $34.99. I'm like, it's
so expensive. Or like pillows. Throw pillows. Why are throw pillows so expensive? Like, I want the cute ones that you can do the karate chops on.
And
those ones are the most expensive. They're always like $45 each. I'm like, literally. I'm sorry, but I'm not buying a $45 pillow.
We bought 2 pillows today. They were Euro pillows. Those are a bit bigger, but $50 a pillow, $100 for 2 Euro pillows. Like, I just don't, I mean, I still paid for them, but like...
Yeah, no, they're really expensive. It's...
My credit card's gonna think I got frauded. It's just me going to Homesense.
Yeah, Homesense is just like Costco, where you walk in for like 2 things and you leave with like $400 and you're like, why? And then you try to hide it from like your significant other when you come home. I'm like, don't look at me, don't talk to me, just like I'm just gonna run in.
Office, but I walked in today with all my Homesense bags and he was right in the kitchen. He's like, what did you get?
Oh my god. So that happened. It's funny because I was away this weekend obviously, and then I got back and Farzad's like, did you do any shopping in Boston? And I'm like, actually not really. I didn't really buy much. Like I bought a couple things here and there, but not
Sheen order. So
yeah. So I was like, I didn't actually do that much shopping that I usually do when I go away, because we were mainly just like touring around the city. And he goes, oh shoot, like I actually bought a shit ton of like stuff while you were gone. Like so he's a woodworker and he does the woodworking and he has all these tools and he bought himself like all these new tools. So maybe that's why our credit card company thought we frauded, because he racked up the bill pretty high. Yeah, literally though. So I mean, it's fine, but.
Okay, you also wrote here how like buying men's clothes is hard. What's that about?
Okay, so I didn't buy myself anything, but I bought Farzad 2 workout shirts because I was just like, maybe I should buy him something since I didn't invite him on this trip. And so I bought him. Stay home with the dog. Literally, so I bought him these 2 workout shirts from Under Armour, and they were both too small for him. And he was like, "Why would you think this fits me?" I'm like, "You're a medium." So I bought a medium, and now he apparently like he's like, "Well, it depends like what store the medium is at." And I'm like, "I know, but." I looked in it, thought it would fit you, but...
Was he offended? He was like, that's too small.
He's like, what? He's like, look at my biceps. They're so big. And I'm like, oh, okay. So anyway, he put it on and it was way too tight. So...
Oh, no.
Now I have all this Under Armour stuff that I'm...
Re-give it to
Yeah, I'm like, re-gift. I'm definitely going to re-gift it to one of the boys for their birthday. So if you get Under Armour from me, it's a re-gift, but it's okay.
That's funny because Matt used to always wear mediums.
Yeah.
But he wanted like that fitted look, but then he like switched to like now he wants like the baggy, like so now it's like extra large or extra large.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm done buying him clothes because every time I do, he's like, oh my god, why would you think that this would fit me? I'm like, ugh. So it's a no for me. I'm gonna stop that. So.
Oh, okay. Speaking of clothes.
Yes.
And speaking of Sheen.
Oh.
Let's talk about using Sheen bags for packing.
Okay, so
we're both guilty of this.
Episode 2, we were talking about like packing tips, and then I get home and I'm like actually starting to pack now, and I gave like some stupid packing tip, and I was like, damn it, my packing tip was to use the freaking Sheen bags because I have so many of those Sheen bags, and I honestly do use them for packing, and I also pack a couple like extra ones to like fit dirty underwear in, or if you like wear a shirt and then
dirty underwear bag.
and then you just like throw it in there, and yeah, they're pretty sick bags actually.
It's honestly quite the hack because I paid money for packing cubes, and then I'm looking at my Sheen bags and I'm like
my ghetto packing cubes are Sheen bags.
This it's the same thing, and like it even has like the little zipper,
yeah,
you know, and I'm like, wow, I paid like $40 for packing cubes. I should have just used Sheen bags.
How are their clothes so cheap and like their packaging, their bags are like more expensive than the clothes? Like I don't really understand it.
Also, it's so impressive how much they fit. Like I buy so much stuff. Like obviously you do a haul, you order a lot of things from Sheen, like why not? And then I get home and it's like a bag that's the size of like a Ziploc sandwich.
Oh, they're
bag.
so good at
and I'm like,
squeezing
okay,
that shit.
They definitely must have forgot something.
Yes.
I ordered 17 shirts and 3 pairs of pants and a pair of shoes. And I'm like, oh, it's all in here.
Yeah.
Somehow I don't get it.
Yeah, and you're like, wait, this bag looks way smaller than in the picture. It's like it's supposed to be a tote bag and it's like a small little like purse.
That's
but
hilarious.
Oh man. Okay, let's do some tabloid talk because I've been dying to talk about this and we haven't talked about it.
The main thing.
Okay, where were you when you found out about...
Well, you texted it to me. Where was I? I must have been in Regina. It was on the weekend. Yeah.
Yeah. So...
I think I was with family and I was like... and they were like, oh my God, like, what, are you okay? Like, what happened? And I'm like, there's been a death. There's been a death.
Someone has died.
Age 28.
Yeah.
Rest in peace. Skeet.
Pete Davidson and Kim Kardashian have broke up.
Oh, I'm sad. Like, I was actually really... for that.
Honestly, yeah. I think we all saw it coming at some point, but like they were actually really cute together.
They were really cute. I feel like they were obviously like a lot really fast. Like he was tatting his body.
Yeah.
And like, did she get a tattoo as well? No, I don't think so.
No, she's not a tattoo person.
My girl's a lawyer. Like hopefully he only dates lawyers going forward.
She got his name, or he got her name like branded on him. Like,
so
not
gross
even
to
just a
me.
tattoo, but like a
That's so
branding.
fucking weird. We are not a branding pod.
Yeah, I don't know what he's gonna do about that because it just says Kim. But I mean, when you're one of those people that just has, you can't. No, that's the whole point. Apparently,
you can't remove a brand.
So apparently, the only reason that he got that thing was like, oh, you can remove a tattoo, but you can't remove a brand. I'm like, buddy, well, you can't remove a brand.
If Matt was like, I want to get your name branded on me, I would be like, you're fucking psychotic and I'm breaking up with you.
No.
It's so weird.
We're not on Yellowstone. Like, if you watch
I know that is though.
It's not the Wild Wild West. We're not bulls. Yeah.
You can get tattoos like normal people.
Yeah.
Even tattooing someone's name, like, I'm sorry, but
I'm sorry, but no.
sorry, but I'm not tattooing it on my body.
No.
We'll tattoo my dog's name on my body.
Yeah, I'll tattoo my dog's name. I won't tattoo.
But not your name.
Yeah. Oh, man.
But yeah, so they broke up. I think it was really just because, like, long distance was hard. He's filming in Australia. She's obviously She's in LA with her kids.
Yeah.
And I think another thing, too, is, like, he wants to be a dad really bad. And I'm sure she could still have a child. She's in her mid-40s. But
yeah,
it's harder that way. And, like, you know, she already has 4 kids. Does she really want to, like, bring another one? I mean, she definitely could. They'd have an amazing life.
I need to know why they actually broke up. I think this was a PR stunt that they kind of said that it was long distance.
Oh yeah,
I feel like I think something happened. I don't know what exactly, but we need to find out what happened because I'm not believing this whole thing. Well, Kris Jenner, Kris Jenner dropped the whole Khloe had her second baby on the same day as the breakup.
What's going to outshadow the other one? In that sense, you know?
Yeah. So,
but then also Khloe was dating someone and then they broke up. I don't even know who it was.
They're all over the news, and it's almost hard to go tabloid talk without talking about them because I feel like they're escapable. You can't escape them.
There's just a lot of them.
There's so many of them.
They date a lot of other famous people, so then they become like entangled in this like web of Kardashian Jenner life. So it's like everyone is like 3 skips away from the Jenners and the Kardashians. Yeah,
truly. And the Jenners. Yeah, exactly.
Oh my gosh, you know what I watched again today?
What?
Not to promote my boyfriend on
we promote everyone we know.
Maddie D Movies because
shout out Maddie D Movies.
Maddie D Movies. If you're not following, go follow. If you're a Saturday, then
we'll link his stuff in our.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe we can see
we'll link him below.
We'll link him below. But I watched the Hope video again just because I miss our friends because we were away this weekend and I can't wait to be reunited. But I watched our Hope volleyball. It's a big volleyball tournament, also a big party weekend, and we just have so much fun together. He just captures all those moments so well, and I feel so lucky to have all these memories in video. He's
so good at capturing things and also editing it in a way that looks like a movie. So I'm just excited to be like old, like in my 70s. I'm excited to be in my 70s and 80s, like watching his videos. Yes.
And not just like tell the story, but get to relive.
I can't wait to show my kids, but when they're old enough.
Yeah, when they're old enough. No, it's true, and I'm just like, I'm super thankful. And
the Hope one was crazy too because we had a bus and we got a bus and we went crazy, and that was a really wild weekend.
Yeah, that was a banger for sure.
So for people who don't know, in Ottawa there's a Hope volleyball is what we call it, and it's literally
there was volleyball that weekend?
Yeah, I honestly always forget that there's volleyball because no one plays volleyball. It's just a big drunk fest.
I played 1 year and I was like, never again. I had to be there at 7 a.m.
Oh my god.
I had to be sober, and everyone else was arriving. It's usually one of our friends' birthdays that weekend as well, so I missed the pre-drink for her birthday, and I vowed to myself after
you're like, never again.
I'm never playing again. I'm only going to the beer tent.
We always have a really fun pre-drink. We get a bus to the event, and it's honestly one of my favorite weekends of summer.
Things that you need are spouts and buses.
Spouts, buses, bays, Saturdays.
That's your recipe, your cocktail for
a great time.
Yeah.
Oh my god, speaking about partying and fun things, tomorrow night we have Wine Wednesday with all of our core girls. Yeah, almost. Oh, yes. One person can't make it, but a lot of the girls that we haven't seen in a while. And
it's one of our core girls. I love that you say core girls.
Yeah, our core girls.
Not to be exclusive, but it's our group chat. Was gone for a few weeks in Scotland, and she got back as Ro and I were leaving to our own little trips. So we all haven't been together in like almost a month.
That's a really long time for us.
Really long time. Like we talk every
single day.
We have a group chat. We have a Snapchat. Like, so we're going to Wine on Wednesday.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited. And we'll have some like stories because our Wine Wednesdays always turn crazy. Like last time me and Tash had a Wine Wednesday, I was like, let's have a cute Wine Wednesday. Super chill. Like Moxie's. We were like, not Joey's because Joey's is crazy. Let's go to Moxie's.
We know too many people at Joey's. We don't want to go. We know too many people when we go.
Yeah.
We just want to be a little bit, chill.
Yeah, it was anything but chill. We literally
stayed there till close.
We made friends.
First of all, it was like a club because the music was, I literally lost my voice at this dinner. The music was so loud. Do you remember?
The next day you were talking and I said, did we go to a concert last night? Because her voice was like, and I'm like, what's going on?
So loud. We were directly like under a speaker and I'm like screaming at you just to like find out like what we're having for our entree. Like
we couldn't hear each other. The DJ was way too loud. Honestly, he was too loud. But then by the end, it was fun because people were dancing. Like a couple people came to our table and asked if we wanted shots with them, and then
Patron shots, and
we're like, hell yes. It's not Saturday, but it's
well for us.
It's for us every day Saturday. So we thought, hell yes, and we honestly had a crazy time.
We were dancing and we made friends. I actually had them on Instagram, so like, to Kiki, like you're a good time.
Yeah, Kiki, you're a good time.
You're my girl.
Yeah, and no, so I feel like we'll have some crazy stories from, especially because it's all the girls. Yeah. It's all the girls.
It's all the girls, and it's Joey.
Almost.
So we know people there usually, and it's gonna be fun. I think we're all wearing blazers. We're getting fancy.
Again, you have to have a theme, guys. You have to have a theme.
I know, we literally cannot escape a theme.
We're always, even tonight, I was like, we're like, what are we wearing? Sweater? We did not plan this though. So we said sweaters and
it's a rainy day here in Ottawa.
It's sweaters and leggings. And for people who aren't watching our video, because I don't know why you're not watching videos.
It's Saturday Pod.
Yeah, let's go. We're cute to look at. Just go listen and watch. But we're wearing yellow sweaters and black leggings, and we did not plan it.
No, I did not.
But we think alike. So tomorrow night will be super fun. So also random thing, did you know that there's like Snapchat emojis? Like there's like besides Snapchat, there's like certain emojis that come beside people's names. Yeah, like have you ever wondered what those are?
I remember. No, yeah, I had, but I know most of them are like, one's like a best friend one, one's like the streak one.
One's like you're their best friend, but they're not yours. I honestly was like, what are all these? And I looked them up. I already forgot all of them because
one of them. What's the alien one again? Remember what that is?
I don't know. Okay. Or like one of them is like you guys share the same best friend. There's one for that.
So wait, like if Matt was both of our best friends, like we
yes.
have that. Oh my gosh.
So I always want to like decrypt them.
My gosh. But it's just a flashback. Do you remember when Snapchat first came out in 2012, 10 years ago, and you could see who their person's top 5 friends were?
Yes.
And I remember I was dating this trash guy who I knew was a bit of a fuckboy, and I remember like always like trying to like see his like Snapchat top friends, and it'd always be like, oh, that's the girl I told you not to worry about. It's like 1, 2, 3, and meanwhile I'm 4, and I'm like, why the fuck am I your 4th Snapchat friend?
Oh my god!
I feel like there were so many breakups and fights because
of Snapchat. Sure. I do remember that, and it was like
year of that. Like I don't know who thought of that, but to put your best friends on blast, and you could search people that weren't even your friends.
Yeah,
like I could just search your name and find out who your best friends were.
Yeah, and sometimes it's like, stop Snapchatting me because I don't want you to come up to the top.
Yes.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
I hope people still use Snapchat. Like
we use Snapchat all the time.
Yeah, Tash and I. Me and myself snap all the time. No, but we actually have a really impressive streak. I don't even know what it is right now, but I'm gonna open it.
It's like over 200.
Our
days
right now is, oh my gosh, we're almost at 300.
What?
We're at 294.
Should we have a party on 300?
Oh my gosh. Like I think that's pretty impressive. The next streak I have after that, I guess, is with Matt, and it's 45, and then I don't have any other after that because I snap like 7 people.
Well, my husband only snaps like once every month. The other day, it's almost like
you can't get a streak with that.
No, he literally, last night we were on the couch and he goes, I haven't watched your snaps in over a month. Do you want to watch them together? So it's kind of like a storybook. Like we'll watch it. And the last one was from like
morning after together, like after a night out. Yeah. Same with yours. Like I won't open yours purposefully all night to like watch them like a highlight reel the next day.
Mine was the one we started with was Canada Day. So I was like, this is so long ago, but
oh my god, that was literally a month ago.
Yeah, so it's kind of fun in that sense.
A 20-minute like movie.
It was really long. By the end, I was like, can we start skipping these? Yeah.
Oh, and I love like the memories you save as well.
The memories is probably my favorite part because like things will come up. It's like 3 years ago, 5 years ago,
like 6 years.
6 years ago.
The earliest memories I have is when it started was 6 years ago.
Yeah, same.
But you know what would be so like I obviously love them, but I'm thinking of someone like if you're like going through like a breakup or something, that would be the worst.
It's like stop showing me like the memories. Yeah.
Like, but for someone in a happy relationship, I'm like, oh my god,
oh my god, it's so cute when we were dating. Yeah.
Or like Stark as a puppy.
Yeah. Oh my god, the puppy ones are so good.
Yeah, those are really good. Have you ever accidentally like sometimes I like will send snaps like super fast. If you ever like send a snap to someone, you were like, fuck, I didn't mean to send you. And it's not like a text. I feel like a text you can get out of. Like I've sent a screenshot to somebody that I was actually like it was of our combo and I sent it to them and I've somehow managed to wiggle my way out of that one. But I feel like a snap is like you can't do that.
So I was in a drive-through getting McDonald's drive-through, guys, like literally. What is my life? And so I was literally sending a snap and I was talking about somebody in the McDonald's drive-thru as I was going, and then like they're like, "Oh, your order's up," you know, like the person in front of you drives up. So
it's because you're talking about them.
Exactly. God, so I sent it to that person by accident.
And you were talking about them in the snap.
Yes. And so I was like, oh my god, shit. So I quickly grabbed my McDonald's and
get my junior chicken, my McDouble.
I get my Big Mac, I get my Diet Coke, I get my fries, I go to park, quickly Google how to unsend a snap. Because I'm like, okay, we're in I think it was in like a year ago, I don't know. Yeah. So I'm like, there has to be a way to delete this. So I Google it, and apparently there's a way to delete it now.
No way.
Yeah, so you can actually go in and delete.
Remember you did it? Really? I don't need to do it.
We'll shoot a separate tutorial, but there is a way to delete it as long as they haven't opened it yet, obviously. Okay, so I quickly deleted it, and now I'm like, if I send you I'll delete it.
As long as you're sober, I couldn't imagine like.
Oh my god! Or if you forget, like sometimes you send snaps and you just kind of close your phone. So I feel like it was only because I realized right away.
Oh my god, that's terrifying.
Yeah, so it was fine, but
yeah, let us know if you guys still use Snap, honestly, because I personally it's like in my.
I don't post stories on Snapchat though.
No, really?
I just send to like my close friends.
If you had to pick between Instagram and Snapchat, like what would you pick? That's hard.
Oh, that's really hard.
Like maybe Instagram.
Probably Instagram because then you can just use close friends as your Snapchat.
I have people that like refuse to have Snapchat and they will just like send me like DMs of videos and I'm kind of like, can you just get Snapchat? I'm not gonna send you a video back. And it's like,
can you delete those? Can you delete DMs?
Oh my god, I don't know.
Of videos?
I don't know. But do you have vanish mode on Instagram too?
What is that?
Okay, I accidentally got into vanish mode with like one of my girlfriends and I like was like, how the fuck did I get here and how do I get out? It's like
it's like black.
So if you swipe up, it's vanish mode, which is super sus.
Like, this is sketchy. I was like, this is
kind of like how Snapchat your messages used to like delete, but now they stay. You can go back and look at them.
Yep.
But yeah, it's like vanish mode. You swipe up and then it's like this super secret like DM where no one's gonna see it. It's just like you and that person, and then you swipe back down and then it's gone.
Yeah, that seems like what you do to cheat on someone. So I'm not gonna do vanish mode. I'm just gonna send you a DM. But no, that seems weird. That seems really sketchy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh my god.
You wrote down vodka bombs, and I have
so
like a Jaeger bomb but vodka.
Okay, so we were at a bar, so we went out with a lot of my brother's friends when we were in Boston, and like they're the definition of work hard, play hard. Like they are medical residents and they work hard, but they also play really hard. Yeah, straight up.
So makes me so happy that like really, really smart people also party.
Yeah, and they were really fun, and so we went out with them, and like we were at the bar and they ordered vodka bombs, and I was like, what is a vodka bomb? And they looked at me like, are you dumb? I was like, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. And they're like, what? I'm like, I'm not a Gen Z, but they ordered vodka bombs, and apparently it's just vodka like with Jaeger, and it's instead of like a Jaeger bomb, it's a vodka.
A Jaeger bomb is Red Bull.
Red Bull. So it's vodka and Red Bull.
Oh, vodka Red Bull.
Sorry, vodka Red Bull. But so instead of the Jaeger, it's a vodka. It's vodka instead of Jaeger.
And vodka and Red Bull.
Yeah.
And
so
Jaeger.
No Jaeger. Okay. Sorry, I'm doing a shit job of explaining it.
This is why we don't.
Yeah, this is why we don't go to Harvard. So you have a Red Bull, and then you have a shot of vodka, and you drop the vodka in the Red Bull.
Okay, so it's like a quick vodka Red Bull. How much does that cost?
Probably too much, because vodka. Also,
I didn't pay for it.
No, I did not pay for it. I don't know, but Boston's also so expensive. Like
States are expensive.
Oh my god, so expensive. But also something else that happened was the second night we went out with my brother's friends. They really wanted to take us to this like country club bar, like country music bar, where they were playing live band country music. And we're like, me and my brother aren't like the biggest fans of country music. I like it, like I'll listen to it and I know like the classics, but we're not huge country music people.
We're not a country pod.
And so one of his friends was like, no, you guys have to go to this country bar, like we're gonna bring you blah blah blah. So we go, and there's, I don't want to say like 10 of us or something, and we get there. Yeah, we get there, and the guy goes, it's $5 cover to get in. And we kind of are like, yeah, so we're kind of looking in though, and it looks like it's like a dinner vibe. Like it was not the vibe that we were going for. We were trying to party, and this looked like a sit down dinner place. Okay. And so then I was like, send in a scout. Like, send in a scout. So now I feel like that's going to be our new thing. So what we did was we sent in one person. They paid cover, and then they like roamed scouted it out. And then if it was good, we all went, because we didn't want to all go and then end up being like $50. So we were like, you know what? Let's send in a scout. The guy we sent though was he volunteered as tribute. He volunteered. He was like, I volunteer as scout. And he was like, I'm going in.
Does he love country music?
He was the guy who was trying to get us to go there. So I was like, this guy's biased. I was like, this is a biased scout. So recommendations for scouts are someone who unbiased and didn't bring you there to begin with. But the place was good. But
Speaking of country night, I went out last Thursday before the wedding. I guess that was 2 weeks ago now. 2 friends were in town, Roxy and Alex.
Yes.
And we went to local, and then we ended up going to Happy Fish, which I've never been to Happy Fish.
Happy Fish is fun.
Okay, but it was country night.
Oh no.
It was Thursday and it was country night, and I felt like that gave me the ick. It gave me the ick of Happy Fish, because I like a couple classics, and it's actually really funny because we get there and with like a bunch of our friends, like none of which are also into country, so we're all just like, why the fuck did we come here? Yeah. And I actually like knew the DJ from back in the day, like at Pier 21. DJ
oh my god, Pier 21, TBT.
And I like went up to him, I'm like, hey, like I remember you, like do you remember me? He's like, no. And I'm like, okay, great. Well, do you mind playing Ferrari by James Honey?
He's like, excuse me.
He's like, it's country night.
Night?
I know, like we just like switch up the vibe, like
please,
just a little bit. He played like a weird like remix version of it. And like we couldn't like hash it out. Like we stayed for a little bit, and we were just like, man, we like really can't do this.
Yeah.
And we just like left and went home. But like, I don't know how people dance in the club to Taylor Swift.
You can't.
Like how many like, I don't know, like yeehaws, like can you really
So
do?
It's funny because the place we went, like they had a live band. The live band was really good, but during their breaks, where they would take breaks, they would play like EDM and rap.
Oh, okay.
And and the club just went like bumping during their breaks, and then they would come back on and it kind of died down. So I was like, can we just stay with this music? Like,
like make the room a little bit.
Yeah,
you know?
But I mean, it's good for. I know some of our friends really like country. It's fine for like.
Do they?
I feel like
I guess a couple.
Yeah, I feel like some of them do.
Yeah, you're right. Some of them do.
Yeah.
I like let me see, like Luke Bryan, like who else is one that I would listen to?
I don't know anyone's names.
Bryan.
I'm like,
For me, like okay, my like country like prime was like summer 2012.
Oh.
Like Florida Georgia Line.
Yes, Florida Georgia Line. I actually do know.
Like,
yes.
Yeah, like that kind of stuff.
Like at the cottage, you're on a boat. That's the
you had
that's
a
the
gun to my
music.
head right now when you were like, name us a country song that came out in the last 5 years, I would be dead on the floor.
Old Town Rock. What was it called? I'm gonna take my horse to the Old Town Road. That's.
But you know what was kind of fucked up was that they didn't like. Was it Lil Nas X? That was
Yeah, that's the funniest thing.
They were trying to they were like on the country charts. It was him and what was the guy's name?
Billy Ray Cyrus.
Billy Ray Cyrus.
Yeah.
But then they were trying to claim like, oh, this is not a country song. Like,
okay, it is country. That's my type of country song.
That was literally a country song.
That was a fun country song.
That was not a country song.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's the most recent country song I know.
Yes. Yes. We're not country music fans. That's fine.
No, we're not. Okay, have you checked out Be Real yet? Because I did.
Oh my god, you checked it out? Okay,
Well,
I need. Okay, what is it like?
Okay.
Also, it's spelled like real,
Yes.
REAL. Sorry guys, like I fucked up. I thought it was real.
I thought it was like, well, it would make sense for it to be real.
Yeah.
Well, either way, it makes sense. But anyway, so I guess Matt has had it for a little bit, so we were scoping it out. I don't like it. I think it's kind of weird.
Is like the user interface, it looks okay? Like it's easy to navigate, or you're like, what is going on here?
Like, the way you take a photo, so it's like, one, you can't see yourself. You just see what you're taking a picture of, but it's also taking a photo of you. So you don't know if you look like shit, if it's like, if anything's on
and it posts right away after you, like...
I know. I think you take it and then you can like be like, okay, I want to do that, which... I should just post right away. That would be actually really
But does it
cool.
say if you retook the photo?
Oh my god,
because that would be real.
Because Matt and I were at Dairy King and we like took a photo and I was like, absolutely not posting that one. Like, definitely not. But you also can't see other people's pictures for the day unless you post. So it's not like you can just like see what other people are doing, which I kind of respect that. It's like, you know, if you
can't just be like a viewer.
You gotta give a little, get a little, versus like so many people on Instagram fucking like never post stuff and are like always tweeting. Like post something. Like come on, like be a part of the group. Don't just like.
Or the 2,000 people that watched our reel on Instagram and aren't following us. We see you. Follow us. Because that's rude.
I was really upset.
I was like, oh my god, 2,000 views, but 100 followers.
Like,
we'll get there. We'll get there.
But yeah, I'm not going to be downloading the app anytime soon, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, we're not real.
We're not real.
This is us. This is us as real as it gets.
Yeah, this is as raw as it gets. And I feel like we're trying to like, get other platforms, obviously, to promote the pod.
Yes.
Like, we're on YouTube, subscribe. We have a TikTok account, we just haven't posted on there yet.
Oh my god, we should make a TikTok today.
We can make a TikTok today.
Okay, well.
I actually want to do a TikTok. I can say this now because the girls won't hear it tomorrow and it'll be fun to talk about later, but I was going to talk to you. We need to told them to arrive at 7 p.m. Let's see what time they show up tomorrow.
Okay, so I'm going to get there at 7:01.
So we'll do that. And maybe we should also do, this is my first drink and this is my last drink.
That's fun. So Hannah did one like that and she was so funny. She's hilarious.
Follow Hannah.
Yeah.
Hannah Banana.
Hands Bananas.
Hands Bananas on TikTok. She made a really funny TikTok. I'm not going to tell you what it is. Just go look
You just have to go look at it. It's funny.
Just trust that it's funny.
Yeah, it's so good.
But yeah, we'll make a TikTok. But yeah, we're not going to make a Be Real.
No.
I even made us a Twitter. But honestly, like, shout out to influencers and content creators. It's a lot of work.
It's a full-time job.
I'm not even working in the summer, and this is a lot.
It's a full-time job. No.
You want to be relevant. You want to be posting consistently, and there's only so many hours in a day, and it's hard.
Yeah.
It is hard, but I think we're doing okay so far.
Oh, we're doing great.
Yeah,
we're doing great.
Yeah.
We're being us. This is us, and I think we're doing... Okay.
I guess that's a wrap at this point.
I'm so sad. The
I
time
know.
really flies,
That
but
time flew by, but we don't want to keep this. We want to keep it short and sweet.
Short and sweet.
You know, we all have ADHD these days. So.
So that's it for episode 3, guys. Make sure you tune in every Saturday, no matter where you are, what you're doing, just tune in and follow us on Instagram at It's Saturday Pod with 1 S, and
on Twitter,
on YouTube, on TikTok.
Everywhere except Be Real.
Yeah, we're not on Be Real, but everywhere else.
Yeah.
And if you go to our Instagram on the link tree, you can see all of the links to all of our accounts.
Yes.
And we'll see you guys next week.
See you next week. Thank you. Love you guys.
And no matter what day it is for you, for us, it's Saturday. Okay, bye guys.
Bye.
Why are we so good at this? Yeah.